What's going on, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video I'm going to talk about self-myofascial release, also known as self-massage, and why you should consider it. As we all know, high-performing athletes get a lot of massages from their physical therapist. But as one who just works out, we also need that type of massage, but we're not always getting it. Why? Because one, it's very expensive to get your own physical therapist, and two, it takes a lot of time. So that's why self-myofascial release, or just self-massage, is very handy. So the first benefit of self-massage is increased blood flow through the muscle. This means faster recovery and also more nutrients that get to the muscle, because muscle that's tight and tense has a lot of restricted blood flow, and by opening up this tissue you increase the nutrient flow and also increase the recovery rate of that muscle. Benefit number two is increased range of motion. So let's say your front delt is very tight and it only causes your arm to move like this, right? So you can only move this way. So by increasing the length of the muscle, so by massaging it, by making the tissue loose, you can increase its range of motion, right? And nobody died because of too much range of motion, I think. Benefit number three is very important in this day and age, because most of you have like a stressful job, or we're in traffic and we get stressful. We have studies that make us stressful, or children, whatever. And so with a lot of tension in your body, it also increases the stress in your mind, in your psyche. So by decreasing and relaxing the muscles, you also relax the body and thus also relax the mind. So it's very important to get those muscles loose and to be more relaxed. Benefit number four is decreased muscle imbalances. So what does that mean? So as I said before, when this muscle is too tight, it decreases the range of motion, but it also can deform your body. So you can have like a hunched over position, and the shoulder will stay in that hunched over position, which is not natural. So you want the shoulder to be naturally in its socket and externally rotated. But if that muscle is pulling too much, you get a muscle imbalance. So by opening up this muscle tissue, you get the shoulder back into its place and you decrease the amount of muscle imbalances. Okay, the last benefit number five of this list, is going to be decreased amount of injuries. So going back when I was doing muscle ups, I did them with one arm, so like chicken muscle ups or chicken leg muscle ups, whatever it's called. It's not good to do that, and it puts a lot of stress on the triceps and especially on the weak tendon, especially when you're a beginner. So what happens is your muscles pull so hard on that tendon that the tendon gets inflamed and you get the injury. So what I learned is when you feel sore or your tendon hurts and you do some myofascial release, you increase the blood flow and the nutrients towards that muscle, and it recovers much faster. When you stay with that tension in that tendon and those triceps, it can cause a tendon to get inflamed, and it set me back like 3 months. So it's very important to think about this when considering myofascial release. You need a foam roller and maybe a ball or a peanut. So the reason why you're not going to use your hands is because your fingers will get cramped up very fast if you're constantly massaging and if you have to go through all the tight spots in your body. Also, it's very difficult to get to your back with just your hands. So that's why a foam roller is very good. But for your lower back and your spine, I recommend you get a peanut. And for those little areas, maybe a tennis ball or something. But why do I recommend a peanut? Because when you're having tight spinal erectors, the peanut does a great job of targeting those spinal erectors without putting pressure on the spine, because the spinal erectors will lay on the bumps and the spine will lay in between them, so there's no pressure on the spine, which is very good, and you can still release the muscles around it. The way you make a peanut, very easy. You take 2 balls. Lacrosse balls is very recommended, but I used tennis balls because here in Belgium we don't really have lacrosse balls. So I used tennis balls, filled them up with beads, and then I taped some duct tape around it so I can have like a pill shape, right? Once I have that pill shape, I take some duct tape and I tape it around in between the balls, and that gives me that peanut shape and it gives me that little curve here. So this one, great tool. The foam roller comes also in various sizes. You've seen a lot of videos probably about it. What I have is one with a PVC core. I like this one because it's sturdy and it doesn't deform over time. I've seen a lot of videos who say that a foam roller with a foam core will deform over time because it can't take the constant pressure. PVC pipe is just fine. A tennis ball can also be a great one to have for those little areas, but I find that a foam roller helps just as much. So now I'm going to show you some do's and don'ts with the foam roller and with self-myofascial release. If you want to see something specific, leave a comment down below what you want to see. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share this with a friend who might benefit from this. And well, before you back out, this video is not over. Let's show the do's and don'ts.